Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We are playing in a tournament in a moment, and we're playing the control deck, which is taking over the meta. However, you guys already know, this isn't just some normal channel where I just give you a deck that everyone plays. No. This is the deck which everyone should be playing. We're going to build the most optimized version of this deck. I've been just on a walk. I've been thinking about it. All right, so High Evolutionary is in the deck. You can still play this deck without High Evolutionary. It's not going to be the... Well, we'll put it in. It's going to be in here. Now, we're only playing 2 cards for High Evolutionary, and that's Hulk and Wasp. So, with a Storm deck, which this is obviously going to be, having a Wasp is good, and having the Hulk to slam later on is nice. Actually, in fact, there might even be a third card we're playing with High Evolutionary, which is Misty Knight. Misty Knight with High Evolutionary works as a nice 1-drop whenever you... Oh, and actually, we're going to be playing Cyclops. Okay. You know I said that you can play this without High Evolutionary? You can, but this one's actually got quite a lot of High Evolutionary cards. We have... The Cyclops is actually like the main man in this one. It's really, really good in the Storm lane. When you end a turn with unspent energy, afflict 2 random enemies here with -1 power. Right, we're going to be playing Spider-Man. We're going to be playing Professor X. We're going to be playing Storm. They're the 3 main control cards. For me, you have to play Daredevil. You have to play Nebula. You have to play Sunspot. And I want to play Armor. I also want to play Daredevil and Chavez. So, and I want to play Jeff, maybe. I want to play Chavez. I want to play... we have the Misty Knight already. So, we're at the point where we already have to start cutting the deck down. Welcome in, everybody. Is this going to be Doom? I don't believe in Doom. I don't think it's worth it. There's better things. I'd rather play Chavez than Doom, for starters. Controversial, I know. This shirt might not be the best bet with a green screen, actually. Maybe it's fun. Let me know. Hey, JC. Hey, Ree. Hey, Bumblebee. So, like, when you arrive at a deck like this, rather than just going into the game and saying, right, this is the deck, the thing I like to do is kind of reel it in a bit and kind of decide, okay, actually, which of these cards don't I need? I want Armor, for sure. The reason I want Armor so much is because there's a lot of Killmongers around right now trying to target this deck. There's also a lot of Magnetos that have started appearing in Thanos decks with the idea that they can move like your Cyclops away. Yeah, I actually think Doom's pretty overrated in these lockdown decks. It's okay though. You definitely can play it, but when I've already got Hulk, meh. You know? Like, this deck is trying to win a Storm lane and win a Professor X or Spider-Man lane, which means you need to have 2 lanes somewhat secured by turn 5, right? So playing 2 6-cost cards, if one isn't Chavez, seems pretty bad. Chavez is different though, right? Because she's increasing the odds of you actually hitting your combo cards. So I'm going to delete the deck and start again in classic Speci fashion. I can tell you for sure we're going to play Sunspot, Sunspot Nebula, Armor. Wherever Armor is, here it is. We're going to play Storm. We're playing High Evolutionary. Cyclops is really good in this one. We're playing Hulk. Spidey. Now, the rest of them are slightly more flexible, right? Like, you don't have to play Professor X. I think we probably should, though. If you don't draw Hulk or Spider-Man, it feels bad. Yep. That's true. But that's where Professor X can come into it, right? Professor X is too good not to play, I think. Like, we really just want to be locking stuff down. Same with Daredevil. Like, why guess? Like, let's just have the info. So we only have 1 slot left. And the cards that we're looking at playing are Misty Knight, Chavez. Is there anything else that we were talking about before? Misty Knight and Chavez, I think, are the main 2. Dr. Doom isn't going to make the cut here, no way. We definitely need the Armor. The Misty Knight seems kind of okay. Oh yeah, Jeff. So Misty Knight, Chavez, or Jeff. They're like the three options here. I went against 7 Galactus in a row and stopped playing. Oh my god, Mr. Giant. Sorry to hear that. Hey, Liquid. Good to see you, mate. We're playing in a tournament very soon, guys. So this is the final slot, right, for the deck. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Misty Knight, the fact that it is a 1-drop and I have armor is kind of nice. I think it's Jeff. I think Jeff is kind of overrated, honestly. I am of the opinion that Jeff is kind of overrated. What about Luke? Luke's also a shout, yeah. I guess mirrors are kind of common, right? Luke for mirrors. Chavez, Jeff. I'm going to go for Jeff, but if you don't have it, you don't need it, right? Like Misty Knight, Chavez are going to do a job. Not Chavez. Mate, people underrate Chavez so much, man. What should I buy out of Jeff, Ironlad, and High Evolutionary? High Evolutionary. It's a big bad. It stays being good, right? Playlist says a lot on Jeff has won me games, and so has Luke. Yeah, I can see the Luke, actually. I actually quite like the idea. I might end up putting Luke in for the tournament, because this is a pretty popular deck, right? Alright. Tournament starting like any moment. Nebula on turn 1 equals snap. So this is another thing with Jeff. Like, you don't really want to play it on turn 2 here. And the reason I say that is because you want to, like, end games without spent energy, right? Or end turns, rather, with unspent energy. The Jeff is... The Jeff and the Daredevil are the two, like, biggest question marks. I think you just want to play the Daredevil, though. Big bad, more like big good. Am I right? You are right, yeah. You absolutely are. They're going to play something to the right, surely. We don't need to bother. We can play Jeff later to manipulate the Titania. It's actually an example of where Jeff is going to be pretty good. I guess if we're playing Sunspot and Cyclops, we should play the Sunspot first and then the Cyclops for the... Oh, but the Hulk value is actually not relevant because of Mindscape. So this is quite an interesting example of where we can utilize Jeff because of Titania, right? Bit wonky, but... Let's get the Jeff down now and then I can Pro X. Because I can probably move the Jeff into the Pro X then and everything, right? Alright. Yeah, I figured that they might also have some good stuff to play off Mindscape. I'll do it. Not a bad start, that, eh? Not a bad start at all. Oh! Thanks for the 4 cubes, my friend. Pretty nice start. Victory. Man, it feels so easy to climb right now. Every deck I've been playing just feels so good. Good snap too, by the way. Thanks, mate. Alright, let me find the bracket for this tournament, see if we've got a game. We almost certainly will, because it started 10 minutes ago, and it's closed deck list, this one, which means the brackets usually just happen instantly. bracket. So obviously, did we get a buy? Did I remember to check in? Pretty sure I did. Yep, we got a game. Nice. They've sent us a code as well. 9 minutes ago, we're slacking. Hopefully they don't disqualify us. Cool. Let's go. Easy as you like. It's closed deck list. We don't know what our opponent's playing. We have a nice looking hand. Hot locations, in case you guys weren't aware. Mine live on Twitch too. Yeah. In case you guys weren't aware, hot locations, you can... They don't show up more in battle mode. Grand Central doesn't seem great for us, I have to say. So let's storm this one. We're going to go for the Nebula here because of the Hulk. Nebula is also just good into Grand Central because a card gets pulled from them. That means that they have one less card they can play into the Nebula lane. Nightcrawler's a weird one. Not liking the look of Subterranea. That's why I grimaced. With no Chavez, it's quite unlikely we're going to find a big top end card to play. A fellow armor gamer. Alright, we found the Hulk. I wonder if that means we can snap. Get as many stats here as we can, I suppose. Hey Index, I'm good thanks mate. We're streaming at this time every day. Probably a little bit earlier in the next few days. But today Twitch Rivals is on in 3 hours. And it's like a 4-hour show. So I didn't want to start too early and burn out. Looks like I was a little bit timid with my snap there. Way too timid really. I wasn't feeling that confident. My main question is, do we slam the Wasp down in Mert Island? This is a pretty aggressive snap too. The main reason I'm snapping here is just because I like my hand. If we play a Wasp now, it already gets a point. We probably should. There is an argument to wait a turn, but not really. I'm going to be like restreaming it, yeah. I didn't get invited to cast or anything. I wasn't asked to participate. Twitch don't like me, it seems. But my friend D-Money's casting, which is really cool. And then the 2 other casters are not from the Snap community. Let's just get this Mert Island locked down and secured with a bunch of cards in there early. Looks like they don't even want to bother competing. So it looks like we've won a lane somehow with just Nebula Wasp armor. Pretty insane. Perhaps armor mid was a better bet though in case my opponent has a Shang-Chi, but... The other nice thing with Spider-Man and X in the deck is we can play both together. Ooh. Polaris moving Nebula is pretty interesting. So we don't want to spend all our energy here. We hit Storm, also interesting. I'm going to Storm here for sure. Looks like if I could snap again, I absolutely would here. Because we've got the early points into Mert Island. We've got the Nebula and Cyclops into the flooding lane. It does look very, very difficult to lose from this position. We have no Daredevil, so we don't have that intel, but I think a simple Spider-Man off to the left will secure the bag here. A little bit risky that we could actually not get enough, but I can still play Jeff mid as well, right? This is an example of where Doom would obviously be a nice card to have access to. Oh! You guys remember when I said I have Jeff too? Me neither. Never said it. Never happened. Yeah, looks like we lost this one. Kind of crazy. I wonder if I had Chavez, I wouldn't play it because of the Cyclops. We missed the Sunspot. I'm definitely seeing where Misty Knight is nice in this one as well, though. Nightcrawler moves, they're at 17. I'm at 13 plus 2. I'm at 15. Because of the Nightcrawler, I can't. But they might be scared of Doom. They're not scared of Doom.
Escaped.
Maybe Doom and Missy over Daredevil and X? Maybe. I'm not so sure, though. I'm not so sure that I agree with that. How'd you replace Jeff? There's so much, mate. There's so many other cards I want to play here. Misty Knight, Doom, Chavez. All these cards are great. They don't look like a Shang-Chi deck, but let's just cover our bases anyway, in that sense. Think they change high vote? Yeah, they'll change the cards impacts, I think. Cyclops here just seems good. It's an engine.
Oh, snap.
I feel like I can snap, actually. I can go Professor X next turn also. Just high roll the X. Yeah, Professor X Daredevil absolutely could go, you're right. There are 2 cards we could cut. I just feel like they're a bit too good not to play. Spider-Man first just shores us up a little bit. Bingo Spidey, then Pro X.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Of course, we're just making sure to have an energy spare each time to just get the engines continuing to go. Nice 2 cuber. That's where I somehow don't even have enough to the flipping left, bruv. Oh my god! Chat. Chat. Chat! What the hell, man? Where did all their points just come from? Chat! What the hell just happened? We're losing to Shuri, bruv.
Escaped.
Where's our Storm? Where's my Shang-Chi? True. Where's my Storm as well? They have Nightcrawler, I have Jeff. Gives me a slight advantage. I don't have access to it though, and I have no 1-drops, no 2-drops, so let's not snap. Yeah, maybe the Daredevil is not so good because of like the fact that you wanna like not spend energy every turn, for example. Just feel a bit weird. They lose. Oh my god, they lost Vision, which I didn't even know they had, by the way. Kind of feels like a snap when they lose their vision. They're just molding a bit, right? We snap at the right time. The psychological snap. Yeah, maybe it's Daredevil X, which go from this one. This is a snap for us. It's just a good hand.
Oh, snap.
Not really that much more to it. Nebula versus Sunspot. Nebula has the early advantage, that's for sure. I figure we just let this go. Tricky one. We get more points on Hulk if we play nothing. It's like 1 point more if we Hulk. And then we also just have like the option of playing Jeff off curve or something like that, right? Well, I actually don't know what this flipping... I've never actually seen this location before. They snap because Deep Space shows up, which is the hot location today, but it's not showing up more. But that's why it's my first time seeing it. So I only played one ladder game. But Storm still works, right? The on reveal goes through. You can see why they're snapping, because Sunspot's not going to work. Ah. And then we just... What? Guys! Why did no one tell me this wouldn't flipping work, man? For fuck's sake, mate! I was watching Harry earlier play Thor into Deep Space. So how the fuck did Harry get a hammer for his Thor if he played Thor into Deep Space? He was like, I could play the Thor here, just not the other one. So how the flipping hell did Harry do that? This guy just baited me. I've read the flipping location! I flipping read it! I just got fucking baited by Harry's stream. This is absolutely diabolical, mate.
Wind.
Hello! Hello, sunshine! My sunspot's not going to grow, right? That's the issue. Hulk off the top? Maybe? Well, we can't spend all our energy. What's our most points? Just armor Jeff. GG. I mean, I got knocked out of a tournament because I didn't know how the fucking location worked, man. It's not ideal, is it? Seems like a bad matchup, though. Alright, I think we got quite a lot of intel off this match, though. Which is that maybe we don't want Professor X Daredevil. Oops. We need to give that... Yeah, it's true. Why you play that, bruv? True. Right, so Harry's Thor changed, like the location changed or something. Fuming. His stream baited me. That's why I'll never watch his stream ever again. I feel like this deck really wants Chavez. I don't really like the... I mean, the Jeff was actually quite good, I have to say, because of all the Nebulas as well. Jeff earned its place. I think the Misty Knight seems pretty good. I actually like Titania a lot in a deck like this too. So no Daredevil, no Pro X, no Doom, not a believer. Chavez maybe. It's not like I really care about top decking any of these cards apart from Hulk. So like Chavez is just good. People just underrate how good Chavez is. She's just like turning this into an 11 card deck basically. Feature location is awful for this list. Rip. Especially other than that one location you doing. Mate, honestly, I'm good. Really good. I haven't actually... That was my first time ever seeing the location, though. Copy deck, what can you cut for Jeff? You could play Doom. You could play... Daredevil, maybe? Nightcrawler's fine. You can definitely replace Jeff. Jeff is overrated. But it's obviously pretty good in this deck. Like, let's be fair. So the question with armor is, do we want it as a Hulk or do we want it as a protection? Probably as a Hulk, because we're not going to get that many Hulks. Yeah, Luke Cage also could slot in for sure. Let's just hope they don't play Shang-Chi, I suppose.
A superb specimen, truly.
Oh, nice card draw. Shang-Chi is not very common at the moment, to be fair, so I'm not too fearful. I'm not going to snap though, because of course it's quite possible that they could do us dirty. Interestingly, we could actually storm this middle lane. The logic with that is that if they do have Shang-Chi, that they can't do it on 6. And the other logic is that storm everywhere else does look pretty arse. I actually don't hate the idea of storming over here and then Spider-Manning here.
Wind, aid my hand.
Yeah, Spider-Man mid on turn 5 is also an option. If I'm a pussy. But I don't think that they have the Shang. They could predict this play. Haven't seen Shang in a while, he just disappeared. Oh.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
It looks like we're good. Oh, Misty Knight's cracked. Wow, this card's just insane. Titania is also quite good in this deck as a Jeff replacement. We beat Doom. We lose to Shang. I don't think there's anything else that beats us, right? Leader beats us. Okay. Thanks for the flipping free cube.
Victory.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of deck where I think Chavez is, like, too good not to play. Because you want stuff on curve, and you don't actually care about your top decks apart from Hulk, right? So it's only like 1 in 12 games or so where... It's actually like 1 in 44 where Chavez is stopping hitting Hulk. My opponent says hello.
Oh, snap.
Very foolish of them. They've left me with no choice. Spider-Man's cracked, yeah, and Storm on 3's cracked as well. And we don't, like I say, we don't actually really care about our top decks. And actually, Chavez is going to be our best top deck, like our best thing to play quite often. So it's actually quite possible that we'll play her. Let's skip this turn to get the Hulk value. Yeah, we're going to play Jeff into Bar. We'll Storm Bar with no name. We want a Spider-Man the right on turn 5. Or perhaps the left. Playing around something like a Doom. Okoye is a weird card, isn't it? Perhaps I wasn't supposed to play armor here. Because of the Jeffs to the left. Ooh, Silver Surfer's looking like a threat, isn't it? I obviously messed up where I said I wanted to Spider-Man, and then I've obviously not given myself the opportunity to do that. I have 4 slots for Jeff, and I can slam Hulk though, so we get away with it. I misplayed. Why about Sunspot Nebula? Doesn't it make you rely too much on drawing armor? No, actually, believe it or not, David, a lot of people have been playing this deck, It's got the second highest win rate, or not the second highest win rate, the second highest cube rate. Like, its win rate's really high. It just doesn't win many 8 cube games, right? Because of the nature of Spider-Man. But it doesn't, the actual, like, the main list people are playing aren't even running armor. Spidey left is just an unnecessary risk. Spidey left is an unnecessary risk, right? We're always winning with this play. I can see the logic, but there's nothing we're really losing to. Maybe like Doom was beating us, guys? Is that what you're thinking? But Nebula, Sunspot, Misty Knight are all just cracked, to be honest. Especially bloody Nebula. Nebula's just ridiculous. Probably could have gone armor left here, innit? Yeah, because of Silver Surfer, right. Oh no, I don't get the high evolutionary shocker because it's at the start of the game. Easy snap. You got a watch partner? Or is it just us? Probably just us. We'll see. I hit up Moyen, but he said he's already watching it with someone else. Oh. I'm heartbroken. He's watching it with Collins. Ooh. Okay, fortunately we have enough mid even if they doom us. We'll skip 5. This just gives us then the option, or the threat, rather, of winning the right or winning the left. I can't have to say I kind of like the idea of winning the right. Maybe it's a bit obvious though, innit? Oh, I do have Jeff as well though to join the party over here. Let's go for this. Ooh, 4 points we lose. Tiebreaker, which we win. By a point. Wow! Single point.
Victory.
Deck's very bloody good, isn't it? Okay, we hit Sunspot and Misty Knight. And Tinker's Workshop. We'll take the Sunspot. Of course, if we just play Misty Knight and we don't get any benefit, we could play both, but then we lose points on Hulk. Enchantress enough easy? Oh yeah. Hey, how about Everton? Let's go half-wit. What a feeling. What a bloody feeling. We can double up Misty Knight and Sunspot, I guess. This is obviously the dream turn to draw armor because we're cocking their Killmonger. That's the other reason I like the Chavez, right? Even just getting armor. Iron Lad or Jeff to buy for 6k tokens. You have Galactus already in High Evolutionary. Tough call. They're both good. They're both good. Probably Jeff is like better overall, like, or maybe better in more decks. Like Jeff, you can put in more decks. I don't know, man. Tough call. If you have an interest in the Patriot deck, I would just go for that. And if you don't, then maybe don't bother. Thanos over both? Yeah, Thanos. Agreed. You could wait. I would personally, if you like movement decks, like these movement cards coming next month are just a little bit of me. That's what I'm going to be buying. Oops.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
It's clobbering time.
They can't even doom because of deep space. Jeff would be a threat, but Wasp beats it. Nice. Deep space is a pretty cool location, actually. They went full copium that they could do the job there. That was ridiculous to stay in. Absolutely ridiculous. Get out of my game. I have no respect for you. Yeah, Thanos is great, and there's so many different decks you can do with it. It's just so much fun. It's one of the like most interesting cards in the game. I would go for Thanos, honestly. Evo, Thanos is crazy strong. Mate, like these Killmonger decks that fucking Lammy and Moyen are playing, like Killmonger Thanos. Press X to doubt. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's obviously going to be a really bloody good deck. But, yeah. I mean, Killmonger is probably pretty good in the normal Lockjaw deck. I used to play Killmonger in normal Lockjaw. The problem with it is that, like, Lockjaw, you can't go, like, Lockjaw, Killmonger, Wasp all into your Lockjaw on the final turn, right? Because you can only recycle one card. Do we fight the Nebula? Do we just let it go? I can't believe how fucking broken this card is, mate. It's actually ridiculous. I honestly can't believe how broken it is. What were they thinking? Ooh. Ooh. A snap. I picked up Jeff over Thanos, but I'm feeling regretful of it. Yeah, Jeff's cool. I'm not that, like, unhappy about Jeff, but...
Wind, aid my hand.
We decided to leave the Nebula to do its thing. It's tempting, honestly.
A superb specimen, truly.
Cyclops into the raft kind of feels like an overcommit somehow. Although I suppose we can move Jeff. I need to play 2 cards here at some point. Wow, talk about overcommitment. Wasp would be pretty cool here. I guess I'll just take the armor. The concern is that they have a Spidey, but I can't do anything about it. I'm here to learn how to play Snap. Yo, CG. Okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that we won this one. I have a hunch. We've already snapped, unfortunately. We can't snap again. Actually, maybe this isn't winning because of Dracula. Uh-oh. And the Wolverine landed there. Uh-oh. Oh, it's gonna hit Swarm. It's fine. It's gonna hit Swarm. Never in doubt, guys. Woo! Never in doubt. I wasn't even worried. If they had APOC, it of course would have been a 50-50 or 1 in 3. I guess they have 2 swarms in hand. Yeah, they had 2 swarms in hand. Then a third because of the lost discard. That was a cool game. Should I buy Thanos or High Evo? Right now, either. I mean, probably like High Evo is more flavor of the month, right? Also, what is cool about High Evo is it's gonna like make your Wasp, your Hulk, all these cards which you don't get to play often really good. But Thanos is also great. Isn't that supposed to be a Snap tournament going on right now? What, like a community one? If that's what you mean, yes, there is. I got knocked out in the first round. Oops. I'm very good at the video game, I promise. Rip. Buying big bads just because they're big bads. I mean, in fairness, I don't say I don't suggest people to buy Kang, even though Kang's a big bad, right? Like all these cards are very good. Oh my god, Howard the Duck, my first time ever. Yeah, so there's a Twitch Rivals on later today, if that's the one you're talking about. It's going to be on Twitch. I'm actually going to be re-streaming it. Like, I'm going to be watching it myself and sharing my reaction, basically. Guys, what the hell happened to my Cyclops? Where's my Cyclops gone, guys? I looked away and it got pulled to asteroid and it died.
Escaped.
The more you know. Yeah. The more you know. I actually knew that happened, guys. I was just doing it so you knew that it happens. You're welcome. Close to a mystery variant. Hello. Mate, I had some Lotus biscuits that I brought up here, but I can't see them. I had 2 Lotus biscuits, which I've been very much looking forward to. Oh, I got them. They're under my keyboard. Are you guys onto these? They are so flipping good, mate. Biscoff. Is it just like a UK thing, or are these worldwide? They've been around for ages, and they're the kind of things that you would get with like a cup of coffee or something, like a cup of tea. They'd give you like a little Biscoff. But recently they got very trendy and popular. Like people do like Biscoff donuts and Biscoff cakes and all that kind of stuff. You always get them on aeroplanes. Damn, who are you flying with? I need to fly with them.
Wind, aid my hand.
Yeah, the UK actually has the crunchy butter version, like the spread. I have some downstairs. I've never tried it though.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I think this gets us there, right? If I'm not mistaken. I don't want to snap in case they played a card there. Wait, I'm just climbing so much. I was rank flipping 90 last week, bear in mind, guys, a few days ago. Choco Leibniz. Yeah, my dad calls them chocolate lesbians, which is just hilarious. Suppose we'll storm Vormir. Having said that, the Nebula's a bit of a pain in the arse, isn't it? Must we play free to play competitively? It can, yeah.
My hand.
But if you're just starting now, then you're pretty far behind, right? That's actually good for us,
Aid my hand.
because the Strange Academy threat's gone, and it's just all about deep space. Do you just ignore deep space? I mean, I kind of forgot that it's the hot location, right? I've only been playing for like 30 minutes with the hot location, so if that actually, maybe like 20, because we started the stream with a tournament. So like here, I just shouldn't be playing Misty Knight here. That's just a misplay. We're fine. Can move the Jeff. We obviously have to win this one, so we have to go for it. Probably in a losing position, I would say. Let's let the Sunspot soak up, and then maybe we move Jeff over into deep space instead. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So, of course they could just not go for it. Yeah, all Marvel characters like best, yep. Actually, I bought a flipping comic book. Let me show you. I bought my first ever comic book today, guys. So I have two lines. Line one is play nothing, let Sunspot grow. And then move Jeff left or right. Well, there's no point moving it left if we play nothing, right? We may as well move it right. Jeff left, Hulk right is obvious, though. They snap on us. We're going to snap back. It's basically a 50-50, right? Like, do they play their card into deep space, or do they let Luke Cage? Or do they let Sunspot grow? Oh, that's... Yeah, we can do this. We'll just play it like this, I think. Let's go! 8 cubes, baby!
Victory.
I was wondering if maybe it's better for me to have played Cyclops. Like right at the end, I was thinking it's maybe better to play Cyclops right and move Jeff left. So what happens if I do that? Jeff goes left, and then I have 19 points here. But if I play Cyclops, then I lose 3. So I'd still have 16 here, but I would have 1 extra point. So I did misplay, right? I realized that right at the end as I was roping that actually Cyclops right and Jeff left was better by a point. Basically because your Sunspot, instead of the 3 points on Sunspot, you get 4 on Cyclops, right? So we'd end up with, what, 1 point more here and the same here? Yeah. Literally just 1 point more. Never punished. Alright guys, let me show you my comic book. I want you to guess the price. I'm probably going to go back tomorrow because they have more. I might just buy a bunch of them. Because I think they're pretty cheap. This is the one I got because it had the coolest looking cover. I just need to peel the price off so you guys can't cheat. Bear in mind, the shop that I bought it at is a charity shop, second hand. Which, by the way, guys, I am the king of the charity shops. I'm absolutely cleaning up. I'm going to have to turn my green screen filter off as well. Right, I want you to get surprised. Bear in mind, it's a charity shop. So, whoever's, like, comic book this was, they've literally, rather than selling it, they've just donated it. For free. They've given it away. They're like, I don't want this anymore, but maybe, like, the charity can make some money off of it. How do I fucking... filters, there we go. Alright. Boom! Oh, snap! It's a good one, guys. The sensational Spider-Man. Nothing can stop the Juggernaut. Oh, damn! Nice condition as well. My first ever one. Original price. $3.95 US and $5 Canadian. It doesn't even mention pounds, bruv. What year is this from? I have no idea. I actually haven't opened it yet, I'll be honest. This is my first ever comic book. Probably should have checked that, shouldn't I? How do I find out when it was It looks fucking old, bruv. I'll be honest. It feels old. Maybe the back page. Nope. $19.89? I'm going back tomorrow, mate. I'm buying them all. Do you know what? I only noticed them because it's in a charity shop I go to like, quite frequently. I go to a charity shop quite frequently, right? And I only fucking noticed it because some... £5. £5. Have I mugged them off? Is that a deal? The sticker on the back? There's no sticker on the back. Those are... Yeah. It said 1989 on the thingy, like copyright 1989. I'll probably go back tomorrow and pick up the others, to be honest. Like, they had a Punisher one. I just picked this one up because it was my favorite looking one. It's worth 10 to 20 US dollars, depending on quality. Cool. Nice. I mean, it's just cool, right? I mean, why not? There. Also, because they're in the UK, they're probably worth a bit more. Like, if I was to sell them on eBay, they're probably worth more in the UK. Because I have some, I don't know if all you guys know, but I have some old Marvel cards from the 90s, which I bought like a year ago. And, like, they cost more in the UK than they would elsewhere because of the fact that... they weren't printed as much here, right? So it's harder to get them over. So yeah, I'll probably go up tomorrow. But yeah, the only reason I noticed them was because some old boy was looking over there. Actually, when I was with... I was going around all the charity shops a couple days ago with my friend and his girlfriend. And we were looking for some comic books. Didn't find any. It turns out this shop has them. But I saw some guy looking at them.
Wind.
And then as soon as he left, I like swept in, Had a little look myself. Decided I'd just buy one of them. Like this one looked pretty cool. It was my favorite one. And then as I was leaving, this geezer walked back into the shop. He'd obviously done some Googling or something. Because you can't get service in that shop. It's rubbish. I reckon he's done some Googling. What's a guy with a girlfriend in a comic book shop? True. Yeah, we don't really have comic book shops over here. Comics were just not that popular, right? Wow. Well, I wasn't expecting that, I have to say.
Enough said, Bob.
Well, because of the Wolverine landing, I suppose we just go to the right here. It's also very likely they play Shang, isn't it? So pretty easy win this here. Which universe is stronger in the US, Marvel or DC? Marvel, surely. I think Marvel's just bigger everywhere, right? Certainly now, because of the films, but perhaps back in the day that wasn't the case. But I think Marvel's always been more popular. Look at the armor do its job. Love that. We actually even beat Leader here because of Hulk's ongoing and also like the Wasp. Zola's true, yeah. Good that you lose to Zola. Nice. But yeah, I should have taken a picture of all the comics so that I can like research the prices and decide which ones to get, but never mind. That one's just got a cool cover. I like Juggernaut a lot. It's a pretty cool character. DC movie universe is literally Batman plus non-Batman garbage movies. Yeah. Kind of weird, right? There's this new Flash film coming out next month, which has Batman in, doesn't it? It looks very, very good, actually. We'll take the turn skip. So Cyclops' pants here. Sewer system's much, much better for them than it is for me, so... Oh, wow. Oh, because they gave me Luke Cage? Well, no, they didn't even give me Luke Cage. I don't know. I don't understand that one. I actually quite like the look of Nebula in here. I have to say. It's a bit controversial. But they really don't want to play into Electrigula. Like, I have to play it in their turn 1, which is terrible. But I already have like the big card to slam on the final turn anyway, so whatever. Nick Fury. Wow. You don't see that very often, do you? A rock here would be heartbreaking. There's actually not a lot I want to even draw that's good here. Sunspot's alright. Punished, mate. Punished! In fairness, though, you can see the logic. Like, look at... Oh my god, are you serious? That's ridiculous. I didn't have a fucking enough. Something went wrong with my mouse there. They got this whole cough of what's it called? The thingamajig and bobba. Nick Fury. This hand seems good enough to snap. We have the sunspot, we have the storm. Let's go for it. Guys, if you're watching on YouTube, please give the stream a like. It helps out a lot. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. And yeah, Twitch Rivals kicking off in a couple of hours, which we are going to be watching. We're team Dara and Nina. Do they play Killmonger these decks? They don't tend to, do they? I'm assuming it's Galactus, that is. Of course, it could be some kind of destroy deck, but you don't see that too often. Oh, for flip's sake, man. What can I even do from here, man? What's the format? I have no idea, really. I mean, I do kind of, but I don't really. If that makes any sense. I guess we can Spider-Man here.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Great minds.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Escaped.
We could have stayed in this, but realistically, it's not happening. So with Twitch Rivals, I know there's like deck building challenges along the way, and there's like a $10,000 prize pool or something insane. I'm so fucking sorry I didn't get invited, guys. I can't lie. I mean, I'm not that salty, but it's a heartbreaker. How is it possible that Dracula gets the full ongoing power of Evolved Hulk? Why isn't it just 12? Well, because Hulk's ability is ongoing, which means it's always happening, whether it's in hand or not. Actually cringe they didn't invite you. I mean, they didn't invite Harry. That is an absolute joke. Fucking Harry streams like 12 hours a day. 7 days a week. Like, I'm pretty sure that guy takes his stream to the toilet with him. Or something. That was a bad joke. That was really bad, actually. But like, the thing is with this this tournament, right? The way they did it is just so shite. They invited 6 people, and then those 6 people got to pick a partner. So the Snap streamers, which bear in mind, like these people are streaming every single day in the category that they invited. For flip's sake, mate, what is going on? Why don't I play there, bro? Shut up! I don't like this meme. Actually, I do. Let's make a command for it. What should we call it? Exclamation mark what? Do we have bruv already? Wait, bruv. We'll change it. There you go. Exclamation mark, bruv. If you guys aren't familiar, this is from a raid stream a couple of weeks back where I might have... Someone made that... Oh, fuck off. Someone made that comment and it annoyed me so much that I slammed my desk and killed my PC. Nightbot? Hello? Where art thou? Maybe you just need the magic touch, guys. Oh, look at that. It's the magic touch. It's probably just on a cooldown. Definitely going to snap here. No doubt. Is Living Tribunal in the dumpster? It's not good. I think it's a bit better than people give it credit for. I was watching Harry play it earlier, and I have to say, I don't think it looks so bad. We need armor. That's for sure. Armor or bust. Good thing I have Chavez. Oh my god, imagine. Give us initiative and give us the armor. Off the top! Whoa, let's go. Yeah. With Lockjaw, it actually does seem decent. Like, it might actually just be optimal. What do you guys think? I obviously don't have it, so I can't test it. But if it's good in a deck, it's good with high Evo Lockjaw. It actually seems fine there. What an easy game. It's interesting that we don't need the Daredevil so much when we're just playing Spidey on its own. I'm really glad to see Spidey's getting the respect it deserves. What a card, honestly. Chavez is also just so good in this deck. It's pretty incredible how good it is. There's not been a single game where I'm like, oh my god, this Chavez has cucked me, and we've not played her once either. Admittedly, I have been drawing Hulk a lot.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh. Unlucky. Unlucky. GG.
Victory.
Yeah, the Chavez variants are too samey, I agree. I've never been a big fan. The bundle one is one of, like, I mean, it's still something, right? But, yeah, it's not that amazing. I'm excited to have a new Chavez, though. I will be buying that bundle. It's going to be my first real money spent on the game in a long time. Should we try and get a nice split on something quick? Is there any cards in this deck which we could get a split on that I care about? No. There is not. F? Don't say that. I still want to get a nice Killmonger split, but I don't have enough. We got this multiple man. Mate, this rescue's awesome. I like it. I can't believe I spent real life gold on Vulture, man. Yeah, Doom's shite, man. I don't like Doom in this deck at all. I would never ever play Doom. If I was to cut Chavez, there's no way Doom would be the card that should slot in. I'm using Nebula. I don't have Nebula Track. I actually think I have Nebula Pixel, which I do want to use. The track one was a Koye, like the sports one. Vulture's honestly pretty decent. I am a big believer in movement overall, and with Ghost Spider and Spider-Man 2077. Oh baby. Also Silk with Craven. Damn, I'm excited. Morbius and Jeff, that's a weird combo. Oh, the one off the Battle Pass? I haven't finished it, mate. I have not played much this month. Oops. Certainly the time to snap, isn't it? I mean, in fairness, Vulture's good, but
The neighborhood Spider-Man here.
it has little support, that's the issue.
Cleared for takeoff.
Most likely they're going to slam Modok, right? So I think we're just going to play Wasp on its own to the left. They already moved Jeff, which seems like a misplay. Actually makes more sense to do it like this then. Nice. Get the job done. Interestingly, Wasp was only tying left. We would have lost tiebreaker, I think. Would we have lost tiebreaker? We would have won tiebreaker. Although they missed out on 4 points potentially because their Sif didn't hit. It hit Chavez, and then if Sif hit Apocalypse and then this, it would have been 4 extra points. Get away with it. If I had to rate them, I would say best. That's actually a pretty cool question. I want to start doing videos specifically for YouTube Shorts. That sounds like a good YouTube Short specific. I really want to start doing that. It's like a priority for me. I'm going to write it down. YouTube Short of high evolutionary, high Evo ratings. Or tier list. So, the best is Hulk. No, that's actually not true. The best is Wasp. Wasp is giga broken. Wasp is the best. Hulk is fucking insane, though. Then it gets tricky. Misty Knight and Cyclops are both very, very solid. I'd say I prefer Misty Knight to Cyclops probably. Misty Knight seems really cracked. She, like, all you need to do is not spend 1 energy with her, and she's 3 for 1. So 2 energy, and she's a 4 for 1. This is nuts, right? It's really, really good. Cyclops is good. Shocker is the one I've used the least, but I do think Shocker's like probably the most slept on, right? Need to think about some cool stuff you can do with that. I know Moyen's been experimenting a bit. Twitch TV, I pop off. Thing Abomination. Yeah, they're probably the worst too. Or maybe Shocker. I've not played Shocker yet. Easy snap for us. We just have an insane hand. Yeah, Thing is also good. Like, they're all good. My gut feeling is Shocker is the worst of them. Like, that's my honest opinion. But I've never actually tried the card, so it's not really worth reading into my opinion on that too much. Hazmat makes Experimentation top tier when it costs 0. It's a pretty cool idea.
Wind, aid
Does also mean you have to
my
Hazmat
hand.
before turn 6 though, which isn't ideal. Shite. Overcommit with the Wasp. Rip. They're going to try and Shang-Chi us and we're going to armor. We don't want to use all our energy up either because then Hulk is going to get a little bit bigger. Feel like I should start splitting my Hulks actually with how much I'm playing the guy. Kind of same with Cyclops. It's a shame I don't have a Cyclops variant, man. Yo, Preston, nice one. Hulk won't grow this turn because it's turn 6 and I'm using all my energy, but because of Huh? Well, they can't Shang and Doom, so... Are they going to Luke Cage? They could Luke Cage, they could Jeff. There's 7 cards in hand, we've only seen 3 cards. What the hell? So if they're actually playing on, they need a way of getting stats here, here, here. I feel like the only way they can reasonably play on is Luke Cage. So I'm going to play it like this. Otherwise they should just be conceding. Nice.
Victory.
Yeah, we actually cut Professor X. We did have it in the deck to begin with, and we got rid of it. I had Daredevil as well, but they're the 2 cards we cut. We cut Daredevil and Professor X in place of Misty Knight and Chavez.
A superb specimen, truly.
GG, I pop off. Cool Twitch name, guys. Go follow I pop off. Chavez is so, mate, Chavez is so flipping good, it's unfair. I'm actually a bit embarrassed about how much I've not been playing her recently. I got baited into thinking she's actually not good. Okay, looks like bounce as opposed to control. Interesting. I don't really know what to do about that. What to say?
My hand.
I don't think they can put many points into the flooding lane. I also don't think I care about Collapsed Mine at this point, and I'm just going to fight for deep space. Here's another YouTube short idea. Rank a variant for a cup. Dude, thank you so much. That's such a good idea. Let's be safe. Good decision. Looks like we lose.
Escaped.
She really isn't good. You mean Chavez? She's so good, man. Is that who you mean, Freya? Stake Attorney, all ongoing effects show when they're in hand, including Morbius. They change it at some point. What a great hand. Nebula into Bax building is a bit of a no-brainer, isn't it? And then we'll go Misty Knight to put more points onto Nebula. Spider-Man and Tabaxi is probably going to be our play. I shouldn't have gone here because of Deep Space Hot Location. Display. What? Surely this is a bot. Certainly looks like a bot.
Wind, aid my hand.
How's Chavez doing over Doom? I think Doom is pretty bad in this deck. There's never been a time where I'm like, oh my god, I wish I had Doom. I'm not a believer. I think Chavez is just good in this deck. I think it just makes a lot of sense. It's Curtis from Love Island. I don't know who that is, but thanks. Let's go Curtis. I do know what Love Island is though. I also doubt that it is Curtis from Love Island, even though I don't even know who Curtis is. Chavez does help you draw high evo, sure, but it also helps you draw... I mean, it actually makes it less likely that you draw high evo throughout the course of the game. You don't remember Amy and Curtis? I do not. What a wanker. Yep.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
It's true. I am one of those. Better that we don't play the Sunspot at 0 points. We get a Misty Knight point and we get 2 on Hulk. Oof, this deck is insane. I'm truly offended, but no problem. I still enjoy the content. Who is Amy and Curtis from Love Island? Let me see. No idea, mate. Actually, the face does look a little bit familiar. No. Isn't a wanker someone who gets paid to jack off for a living? No, a wanker is just someone who jacks off. Shit! Did I just draw this card and then skipped my turn accidentally? Oh, it's because I get the +2 off for Cannon Embassy and extra points on Hulk. Big brain! Accidental big brain plays. Did I replace Jeff within this deck? You've got a few options. Daredevil. Nightcrawler's okay. Doom, maybe. There was something else that we were talking about earlier, but I can't remember, to be honest. So a wanker is just an average man. Yeah. Wank is just an insult, really. Yeah, Love Island is still going. I think they've actually added like another series now where like this does very... Why did I do that? What a donut. This does very much look like a Hella deck, doesn't it?
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Which is why we Spidey here. Because now if this is Modok, they can't Hella. They might be able to play Doom or something though. We could actually lose to Doom still, right? Doom probably does beat us.
Victory.
Who the hell is Peggy Bundy? This deck is annoying. I built a junk magic deck just to counter Storm Spidey. This deck is annoying. I agree. Do you think Armor's better than Luke Cage? Oh, Luke Cage is the other card you can play instead of Jeff. Yeah, Armor's very, very good. Are people like the versions of this deck I've been seeing have not been already muted? Let's put that to the test. Oh, looks like they're that code. Yeah, let me link you. Looks like their name is real. Wow.
A superb specimen, truly.
Your Stew Moo, thanks for follow. So. Ed O'Neill, who the hell is that? Is that a real person or did you just make that up? I don't want to play here because of Deep Space hot location. The Morb! Cyclops feels like an overcommit, but I don't want to play into Superflow yet. So why not? Married with Children is what Peggy Bundy's from. Never heard of it. Ed O'Neill was the grandpa in Modern Family. Modern Family I have heard of. Just lazy. I hate you, mate. I can relate. I too am very lazy. So if Jeff is in deep space, can it still actually move? I have no idea. It can't. I guess that makes sense. Wonder if any celebrities do? Yeah, I'm sure they do. I mean, a lot of like big gaming creators play it as well, right? Like Shroud plays it. Nate Shot, Courage. Not sure if you want to call them celebrities necessarily though. Yo, Tenzing! aka Junkie, my G. Dude, thank you so much for all the support. How is their morb so small? Excuse me? Guys? What? This is pathetic. Oh, because of Cyclops. This deck's just ridiculous, isn't it? It's utterly ridiculous. Junkie, what's up, my G? Thank you so much, man. We'll move on to a different deck in a wee bit, in maybe 15 minutes. There's no changes I want to make at all. I'd say Misty Knight is cuttable, but she's pretty good. Jeff's cuttable too. It's also just okay. Let's have a look at the mystery variant. Bah! W or L, chat? W or L, and also give me a rating out of 10. Rating out of 10 for this bad boy. I mean, let's be honest, it's a W. No one's saying L. Of course, with these kinds of things, it's important to know what other Hobgoblin variants I have access to. And I'll tell you, I think I have none. I think that's my first Hobgob. It is, look at that. Oh, baby. That's beautiful. 7 seems like the... I think the art's an 8, but because I don't use the card, it's a 7. You get me? You can still use the card, though. It's a cool last card. And we also have a Nebula variant someone pointed out that I'm not using. Oh, I don't. I thought I had Pixel Nebula. Pixel Misty Note. Wow. How many decks you play using Hobgoblin? Yeah, that's the issue, innit? Right, ladies and gents, we're going to try out a different deck for the last hour and a half. Any suggestions? I'm quite interested in checking out some Nimrod, but I think Deep Space is going to be too much of an issue for Nimrod. So I think we're going to have to put that one on hold. Patriot Lad. We could play Discard. Discard is actually something I'm very interested in. Discard could be nice. Run a sound deck. That's a nice shout for the hot location, but I don't want to build a deck that's like too... I want to do it for video, really. I think we'll go Discard. Been like in High Evo Lockjaw with no Dracula. I started with no Dracula, but then I ended up actually playing Dracula. I'm really liking Dracula in that deck. I'm playing Giganto though, bro. So I can't do him. Nice, Mr. Fantastic. What should I call it? This deck, mate. This deck is insane. We just have not been losing with this one. It could be a Killmonger deck, which is pretty scary. Sinister Clone's a bit random, innit?
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Oh, Cerebro 2. Right, you are. Wow. It's impressive. Wow. So they can get 8 points more to the right if they drew correctly. 24. No, they can get 16 points more. It looks like a loss, doesn't it? Looks like a pretty big loss. Kind of want to try my luck though. Let's see the Mystique. Did they actually draw it? They did not.
Wind, aid my hand.
But I guess I don't even have enough to the right anyway, so I'm being a donut by carrying on here. This was like a completely throwing for content kind of play, but I don't know why I stayed. I've actually been doing pretty well with the retreats and whatnot. So I cared about the like the win rate and such for this deck. Let's look at the stats, even though I just made a misplay. I think I played pretty well apart from that. Let's look at the stats for the deck. We'll leave it there, I think, and move on. But I'm just blown away with how good this thing is. Oh yeah, it's Roma playing, isn't it? I reckon this is like 70% win rate. Yeah, 66. Pretty nuts. 66% win rate, 31 cubes in an hour. Wow. If we won that last game, we would be 17-7. It would be a 70% win rate. Rip. Hey, Jordy. Great to see you. I'm good. We're all good. All right, let's leave that deck there for now. Twitch Rivals is kicking off in an hour and 20 minutes, and we're going to be watching that. So we've got an hour and 20 minutes to play something different. What do we go for? I think discard is an option, which we could go for. I also do want to try out some Sera Control, actually, because I think that the best Sera... Yeah, let's try Hazmat Sera Control. We did try out a tiny bit already, but not really. Let's give it a go. We want Bast, Killmonger. Enchantress, Shang. Sera. Any alternative for Jeff? Yeah, absolutely. There's so many options. Nightcrawler, Luke Cage, I think is a really nice option there. Jeff is one of the most cuttable cards in that deck. Mysterio, Hitmonkey, and Bishop. We're going to want all three of those, yeah. Also, someone mentioned Zabu and Nova. Nova, probably not. I think Nova's not so good. Zabu, maybe. We'll see. Hitmonkey, Mysterio, absolutely. Hitmonkey and Mysterio. Oh, we need Angela. So I already have a full deck. So if we want to add in Zabu, we'd have to cut something. I'm not interested in playing Sentry just for today. This just looks like the deck to me. I don't think there's anything we would ever want to cut here. Rogue over Enchantress. Maybe. It's possible. The thing is, Enchantress is good against these Iron Lad decks, which play a whole bunch of ongoing cards at once. Adding Zabu when you've only got two... Mate, I remember when I first played this deck, I added Zabu when I only had one card to play. Now, we could Bast. Bast is a point on Luke Cage. It is extra point on Kitty as well. So it's playing for 3 points. But, like, if we hit Hitmonkey, Angela, all these things get a lot better. It curves better with Sarah, is my thinking. Yeah, I can see it. I can definitely see it. I do tend to be a bigger fan of Rogue, actually. We won't put the Bast in here because it's a Killmonger situation. I would suggest Beast over Hazmat. I mean, we're playing Luke Cage, so why not play Hazmat, right? I think the Hazmat's worth. Yeah, I definitely tend to be a bigger Rogue fan. With Bast, but with Luke Cage... Enchantress is 2 points more than Rogue, minimum. Maybe 4 points more. Should have Basted one. No, I ended up with more points by not doing it. By not doing it, I ended up hitting my Mysterio, and Bast on Mysterio plays for... How many points, chat? Instead of 4, we have 9. Plays for 5 points. So I missed out on 1 point on Kitty Pryde and gained 5 points here. So I got 4 points extra by holding it. What happens if Mysterio in Deep Space? Nothing, I imagine. I imagine this just works like normal. Lol. Mate, anyone that plays Scarlet Witch in... Sera Control does not have my respect. The other thing which we could consider is Chavez. That one's not going to be too popular with the people in the chat, though, I have a feeling. We don't really want to get ahead here. We want to be going second, so I can play around like Killmonger and such. So we don't want to overcommit here. We haven't seen them play any one drop, so I think I'm just going to do this. It means that we're going to be going last, going into the next turn. Bro tried to change Deep Space. Yeah, I also tried to do that earlier, though, to be fair, with Storm in a tournament. Oops. What do you not like about people using Scarlet Witch? It's just such a mid card, and people just play it because people play it. Like, someone one day decided to put that card in the deck, and now everyone does it. Like, it actually makes no sense when you think about it. Tricky one, actually. Tricky one. I mean, I guess it's not that tricky. Not a bad start. The Mower Island with Kitty was just through the roof good here. Is this the biggest Kitty Pride you've ever seen, ladies and gentlemen? 14 points. It's the biggest I've seen. Mower Island padding it out. We would have had an extra point on it as well had we bastard it on one. What do you think about Invisible Woman in Sera Control for the Shang, Killmonger, and even Hidden Luke Cage? Doesn't sound that bad, but like the problem is you're going to have to cut something that you want to play. I don't hate it though. I also don't love the sound of it. Not so sure. I actually think this was a really bad snap from me. The reason we shouldn't be snapping with Kitty is the like our way of spending energy. So as soon as we hit Elysium Kitty, I'm actually just going to end up wasting a bunch. Right, Kitty sure is lab. Okay, cool. I'm addicted to Shanna in Sera Control. Yeah, Shanna's pretty good, right? I've definitely done goofed by snapping here, but never mind. If we get snapped on, I'm just going to accept my defeat and run. Mate, I couldn't see my whole keyboard. It was very weird. That didn't make any sense. Sorry. I had some technical problems. Technical issues. Hazmat is so bad for us because they have the Luke Cage. What did Mika say, sorry? Yeah, Bast is just cracked, mate. Hazmat's bad as meta? That's a fair point, but I do also play Enchantress. Look at my Killmonger value, though. It's insane. It never happened, chat. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, I'm focused again. Sorry about that. Like, the technical issues, I kind of lost focus there. Yeah, I can actually see Hazmat being bad. Fairness. I can see the logic. But we do have an Enchantress. Yeah, I also don't like Hazmat that much, but Luke Cage is good right now. And I would never play Hazmat usually in Sera Control. But it does make sense, right? There's actually not that many Luke Cages either. Like, I know we think there's a bunch, but there's actually not that many. And you don't have to play it anyway. It's not like if your opponent plays a Luke Cage and you can't play a Hazmat, you suddenly lose in the game or anything, right? You don't actually care much. So we'll probably Bast on one. We get an extra point on Kitty Pride. Having said that, I can play Bast and Kitty Pride next turn, so I get to Bast another card. So I'm sacrificing a point for hopefully more points later. What's my favorite card of the game? It's Chavez. And yes, I'm serious. Dead serious. Alright, we decided to wait and we actually end up with an extra point. It's a bishop. We want to leave this lane free for our Angela. Our opponent has played nothing yet, so we're going to snap. Yeah, I don't even own Galactus, Mr. Ghost. What's your favorite card? Invisible Woman, eh? If we Enchantress Invisible Woman next turn, I have a feeling that the Modok doesn't reveal. And if they have it, but I should be going first, right? So we should be fine. It is going to come down to an initiative kind of situation, I think. Your favorite Storm? Great choice. I love Storm too. So because I'm going first here, I'm pretty sure whatever they play into Invisible Woman is just going to reveal straight away. But I could be wrong on that. It might be that I needed to Enchantress the previous turn, so it's a learning opportunity. My understanding is this card won't reveal. Okay, it still does. Well, but this one will. So this is the Iron Lad deck, and you can see what a great impact the Invisible Woman has there because it does protect them. I have no ongoings. They retreat. GG.
Victory.
I thought it was Hela. Any replacement for Hitmonkey? Tricky one, mate, I'll be honest. I'll be honest. Without Hitmonkey, the whole deck probably is going to look quite different. You're not going to play Bast, I would imagine. You're not going to play Mysterio Bishop. You might still want to play those, though. But the Hitmonkey is a lot of points. It really is. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. I wish I had a better answer for you. Mister. Hey, it's the guy with the huge nutsack. Hey, that is me. I play this without Hitmonkey.
A superb
Yeah,
specimen.
I would imagine you probably don't want to go Bast, but Bast is good with Angela Bishop. Kitty's good with them. I mean, Kitty Angela is still really good though, that's the thing, right? Bast is still kind of good. Yeah, Wolfsbane's solid. That's true. You could put Wolfsbane in for Hitmonkey. They still play Wolfsbane in the stack. This game's not gone very well, has it? Hey, Quelfear. Not that impressive for our opponent either, though, I must say. Enchantress actually moves to Asteroid M, so it's not a risk. Probably shouldn't be doing this because it looks like a Dark Orc deck. This just seems like a big misplay on my part, doesn't it? Maybe it's a Sera Control deck then instead. We haven't drawn Sera once yet, by the way. I am thinking that Chavez actually is a nice addition into this one. They snap. I have to say I'm not that scared. I wanted to try and Shang Throne Room on 6. Okay, that's pretty rude, but in fairness, they didn't put many points down on the board. Good thing I play Chavez. Can't do what? Can't do what? I've never seen that before. Cannot Chavez's deck? You can. It gives you Sera on turn 5 instead of turn 6, like 1 in 16 games. Gives you Kitty earlier more often, blah blah blah. It's probably not worth it though. It's not so bad. It's definitely a consideration. Doom? Ha! Flipping Kang, mate. It's also a dead draw. Yeah, it's not really that important. If you hit Kitty Pride, it's not important, right? But yeah, I mean, in Sera Control, there's often just like one card you want to top deck, like a Shang or an Enchantress or whatever it might be. So I don't think it is worth it. I'm going to carry on. Doom? GG. I don't know how this deck is like top of the ratings according to the data. It seems so much worse than, for example, okay. We could probably snap here. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought mid-sentence. I saw okay, I'll confess, guys. I wasn't going to tell you what I just saw, but I saw a Pokimane tweet. And it just made me stop and think about life. Do you guys want to see what this thought-provoking tweet was? Bit of a bum we have nothing to play, man. Luke Cage, Angela, both would be quite good at this point. Bast. I think we just play the Hazmat for 2 stats, probably. You guys want to see the Pokimane tweet? Okay. Okay! I'll show you. See ya. She tweeted this. Men who cook. Greater than, greater than. Noted. I actually did cook earlier, guys. I'll have you know. Which I very rarely do. But I love cooking. I just like, since I've been living at home, my old man just cooks so much that I just haven't cooked. But not today. Isn't saving hazmat always better? Not necessarily. If I don't draw Luke Cage, and I didn't have access to Luke Cage at that point, which is why I decided to play it. It's definitely not always better, right? Like this way I have 2 points on the board, and I'm not wasting 2 energy. Might not have enough energy to play it later. This is the other nice thing about Bast is that your Enchantress doesn't... Luke Cage rather with Bast. Awkward. Yeah, at the moment, what this deck feels like it's missing is like another early game play, but in fairness, when you look at it, I have the Luke Cage, I have blah blah blah. Maybe like the Luke Cage hazmat stuff is just not quite there, like not quite good enough. This is awkward as hell, bruv. I guess we go Killmonger Kitty to get rid of the Iceman. What did I cook? I can't remember the name of it. Someone in chat will know because it's a very popular dish. Like tomato-y eggs. What's that called? Tomato-y eggs? Anybody? It has an actual name. Shakshuka, whatever it is. Yeah, that thing. I'd never had it before. Fucking delicious. Absolutely glorious. So I got like some onions, some chopped tomatoes, fried. Well, I had it with. I bought some chicken sausages in the reduced section at Sainsbury's when I was there earlier. I went to Sainsbury's and got 2 big pots of proteiny yogurt. Something else. Some eggs and some chicken sausages that were reduced. Yeah, I made sashuka. First time. I watched a TikTok of someone making it yesterday and it caught my interest. Say hello to Sera, ladies and gentlemen. I just snapped them even though their Sera is more points than my Enchantress. My mum makes the best sashuka. Mate, can you maybe get, hook me up with a recipe? So I just did my own thing. I'm sure it was abysmal compared to like the actual versions, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. Yeah, this I'm not really enjoying this deck that much so far. I'm gonna keep playing it though. Maybe we don't play Hazmat. What do you guys think? It's impressive. Thanks. I mean, I'll be honest. It wasn't very difficult. It was very easy. So, Beast. I don't like this. Beast. I mean, Beast is good. That's true with Kitty. I actually do like the sound of Beast. My question is it over Hazmat? I quite like the idea of playing Hazmat, I have to say. I do quite like it. We haven't really had any big use cases out of it yet, though, in fairness. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem with the Hazmat because there's so many people playing Luke Cage, right? Could find a place for Mate Goose is actually a very, very good card, yeah. Maybe we don't need like Shang and Enchantress, right? They both kind of feel a little bit wasted at the moment, but can you really play a Sera Control deck without these guys? Perhaps. We'll go back to the deck afterwards and we'll just look at the non-negotiables. I don't like Sentinel in this deck. Now we have Kitty Pride. Garbage. I think it's super duper bad. That's a high roll. My goodness. The hand ain't even full. Is Sera even the play here? I guess I could hit Shang or something. We actually want to be going into this turn losing as well. So that I can Shang the Thor after the hammers come through. No, Killmonger's so good. Killmonger's like one of the main reasons that, like, any deck which plays Killmonger is just good. Nebula, Sunspot are all over the place, right? Living Tribunal, eh? Big respect. Shuri's Lab, Living Tribunal, by the way. We're gonna snap them, even if I don't hit the Shang, just to bluff. We're gonna confidently snap. There's no way they have the balls to stay in, guys. I don't believe it. Oh my god, they stayed in! Are you serious?
Mjolnir, to me.
They're playing against Sera Control, and they got snapped on. This was a good snap, man. This was a really good snap, but I wasn't rewarded. Wow, it's kind of close as well. Holy moly. Dude, Living Tribunal seems absolutely awful. Like, they high-rolled this game. It was a Shuri's Lab game. Still almost lost. I guess they didn't get much Shuri's Lab value, in fairness. They got 4 points of it. That was a pretty cool game. Right, let's go back to the deck builder. I think we will get rid of the Hazmat. It can't be optimal. I do really like the idea of it, but to be honest, if I'm not playing Hazmat, I'm not playing Luke Cage either. So there we go. This is going to free up a lot of space. If we come to the conclusion that Hazmat is just garbage right now, I won't start the whole deck then. I'm just going to get rid of the Hazmat Luke Cage. 2 slots left then, ladies and gentlemen. What do we think? What are your suggestions? Beast. I do like the Beast. I do like Beast. Beast sounds saucy. Rogue over Enchantress. We want to be able to beat the Patriot deck though. But I guess you could say the Patriot deck isn't popular enough. We don't want Iceman because we play Killmonger. We also don't want Lizard because I play Bast. I'm also not playing Luke Cage. In fairness, with Bast, now that it's a Bast thing, I would agree that Rogue is better. Don't like Jug. Goose is okay. Collector, I think, is probably a little bit lacking. Nice idea, though. Definitely not Scarlet. If there's one card I can tell you that's not going in the deck, it's Scarlet Witch. Worth looking at, like, what cards are... do you know what I really like in these decks, actually? The Hood. The Hood is very good in this deck. Let's put it in. Nah, I think Chavez is not correct in Sera Control. Because you actually... There's so many things that you want to top deck, right? And you often don't have, like, even enough energy. I don't like Hood with Killmonger. I do. I like it with Killmonger, but moreover, I like it with Bast. I like it with Bast Killmonger, like, as a threesome. I think it's really solid. It's also good with Beast, right? Like, the Hood with Bast is actually giga broken. If you big brain it right. Obviously, you can misplay. I think also the Hood is just very, very good in Sera Control decks. Yeah, Beast Kitty does sound OP. Beast is just nice in general, right? My list identical with Wolf over Beast. Nice. Beast sounds really good with Kitty. Beast is also nice with Hitmonkey. It's good with the Hood. It's also just good with the Sera Control archetype in general, right? Like, it just fits because... it's a cost reduction card, right? Yeah, Wolfsbane is actually... I used to play Wolfsbane in this one as well, though. It's a very legit card. No doubt. Daredevil's quite scary because they can maybe lock us out of compound on 5. So I'm actually going to play Bishop mid and then snap on them, predicting that they might try and Spider-Man us and then try and Pro X on 5 if they can. Wakanda's a bummer, that's for sure. Some nice Angela value with the hood as well here. Like, you can see why I like the hood so much in the stack. Just fantastic. Really, really brilliant. We saw that one coming.
Spider-Man here.
Might not still be enough. The Wakanda protecting Nebula is a huge deal. It's just 3 points extra that they have, which they otherwise wouldn't have. But this what we've managed to do is play around the Spider-Man into Pro X play. Which, if they're playing Daredevil, most likely they're also playing Pro X, right?
It's clobbering time.
But we just got rid of Luke Cage, so that's not going to be an option for us. We're going to go Mysterio, probably middle. A one drop would be nice. Oh, nice. Beautiful. Demon having a huge impact already. I think it's a win. We could have also considered playing Demon to the left here, because it would have actually... Or hit Monkey to the left, rather. Yeah, sure enough, they don't actually go for anything to the left, but it looks like a win. That's not many points. Mid is secure. That's a fake Mysterio, that's one concern. Their Cyclops is going to trigger for 2 points. But look at the impact the hood has had in this one. 2 points on Angela. 2 points on Bishop. 6 for 1. Extra 2 points on Hitmonkey. Really, really good performance.
Victory.
Twitch rival starting in 50 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Team Nina and Dara are on the same team. I think they're the only two snappers that are together. So they've got to be the favourites. Do we play Beast as just a 2 statted card? I would
A
wager that we
superb
probably do, yes.
specimen.
Not ideal.
Truly.
Invisible Woman, eh? We could rogue it. But we are also then going to have to play rogue in here. Where's my black cat? Let's go for it. Pretty bad because most likely it's the Patriot deck. It looks like it's actually Hela with Moon Knight being in there. So I'm going to snap with the revelation that it is actually Hela, seemingly. I use Forge in my Kitty bounce deck. It can give Kitty or Angela a boost and then bounce back for another boost somewhere. Yeah, Forge is pretty nice with Beast. I'm familiar with that combo in Deadpool. I don't think it's going to be worth it overall, though. Problem with Forge is only 3 points. This is a random card right now. So is this. They're just freestyling on us, mate. I don't even think I have enough points mid. I think this was me just doing no maths and throwing, right? There she is. I was still losing if Real Mysterio went right. Just game was super badly played by me, though. This is very embarrassing. Goose could be good. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Do we think Beast is really worth it? Do we think Shang-Chi is really worth it? Shang-Chi actually seems kind of bad right now. I have to say, Falcon, Beast, definitely disagree with that. I mean, Beast is making our Kitty Pride cost nothing. But yeah, I feel like it might be a bit of a bait. Like, I'm not really sure that we care about having a Kitty Pride which costs nothing. So far, I'm settled on all these cards. There's 3 slots available, either Enchantress or Rogue. I feel like Enchantress has to be the pick. Beast is weird in Sera because, like, Kitty Pride, if Kitty Pride costing nothing doesn't actually do much for us, we kind of don't care. Kitty Pride is in the deck as, like, our Sentinel type card, right? So yeah, I'm not really believing in the Beast, to be honest. We could put Nova in. I don't really like Nova that much. Bast is really, really good. I actually quite like the shout on Goose. Goose is good with Kitty Pride. There's a bunch of Hulks at the moment, as someone mentioned. I can see Goose being the card. Zabu, also a serious consideration, right? Although we're thinking of taking Shang-Chi out right now. Tricky one. Control it without Shang feels bad. I mean, we can still play Shang, but it is important to realize we've just been playing Shang for, what, 30 minutes, and we didn't actually get him through once. There's not many decks which are playing big stats before turn 5, right? Scarlet Witch. No thanks. Disgusting. We could still play Cage. I feel like Hazmat, man, is actually legit. I feel like people are just telling me it's bad. Why not Magic? We just want to play Sera on 5. Magic is not many points. Sera's already not many points. I know Hazmat does kind of suck right now, but because of all the loot cages. Dark Hawk package? No, we don't want to go Dark Hawk package. Couple of reasons. Firstly, we don't want to play Korg because I'm playing Killmonger. Secondly, there's just too many cards, right? Like Zabu, Dark Hawk, Rockslide. Nice shout though. Also, Bast Rockslide is a problem. I mean, Luke Cage is just solid because it's already extra. Like, it's giving us a couple of extra points on the Sera. Maybe it lets us play Enchantress over Rogue, which I think we want to do. And then we get one more card, Hazmat. I think we're gonna go back to what we had. I actually do like the shout on Goose though as well. So we've cut Killmonger. We've cut Shang, maybe. Zabu Dark Hawk package doesn't sound bad though. It's true, but you can't play Korg and Killmonger together. This is so bad. Nebula, we're playing Killmonger. We're a control deck. Invisible Woman is also an interesting shout, maybe for the Hazmat. Is the most important card Shang-Chi? I'm thinking of cutting it. Yeah, Chavez is not good in Sera Control. Invisible Woman works with Hitmonkey too. In what way? Sorry. How does it work with Hitmonkey? I could just play it on... You can play him out early and combo in on 6. Wait, so the Hitmonkey that reveals counts as played on turn 6? I mean, if that's the case, then it's actually like I'm very interested in the Invisible Woman. Yeah? Okay, let's do it. And let's play Goose as well. Alright, cool. Alright, let's try it. I'm down. Cosmo is not common at all right now. What a hand. So, wow. Okay.
Victory.
That was anticlimactic. This game sucks. Okay, we draw the kitty on turn 1. We have Angela around as well, so I think we go for the turn 1 snap here. They give us the respect, which surely means they're going to snap us back. Oh, there it is! Let's have it. 8 cubes to start this one off. The Kitty Pride down. The Hood or Bast are the best cards to play on turn 2. Because we are still going to want to play the Kitty on 2. I guess we could just play Angela, though, or Invisible Woman. And then Kitty plus Angela on 3. Yep. Quite liking the look of Killmonger into the Invisible Woman lane, but then if we do that, we need to make sure to Kitty Pride that location as well. Hitmonkey got hit. Iceman Sunspot. Bit of a weird combo of cards. Not that weird, just not super typical. Okay. Yep. Morbius. Certainly wasn't expecting that either, but there we are. Do quite want to play my Hood as well and Killmonger it. I mean, I guess we can just do that anyway if I Killmonger here. Hood next turn. We're going to Kitty over into Big House, remember? So we've got a Killmonger hiding behind Invisible Woman. Oh my goodness, it's Wong. Some kind of absolute nonsense Wong Modok combo is about to come through, you would imagine. We hit the Sera. Usually we'd want to play this, but I think in this case we don't. We'll hide our Hitmonkey here. Behind the Invisible Woman. As well. Wolverine Ironheart. What on earth is this deck, bruv? This is a real person, bear in mind. They snapped us on 1. In fairness, our Killmonger on the Hood's not even that good. 0 points. And it's not like it's getting me extra value here. Goose, terrible top deck in fairness, but it's something I can play at least. Enchantress I wouldn't actually be able to play. So we have to Kitty here because of the Killmonger, which does mean that my Mysterio is not going to go through completely. Do we just go stats here? Let's go stats like this, because then I actually have enough to win the right if they don't play anything here. Ended up overcommitting to the left. It's Ironheart with Wong and Odin. The good news is, this is buffing Sunspot on Iceman a bunch. And they're getting cleaned up by the Killmonger hiding behind the Invisible Woman. Alright, let's see how Invisible Woman is working then with the Hitmonkey. Because of course we played the Hitmonkey on turn 5. However, look at this. Look at this! Ooh! Counts as us playing 5 cards. We certainly didn't play 5 cards on turn 5. My goodness, that's ridiculous. There's actually 6 cards, right? Because the Killmonger was revealed, the Kitty Pride was revealed, that's 2. Hitmonkey itself. which doesn't count, obviously, for itself, but we play 2. Then the 2 Mysterio clones is 4, 5 cards, 10 points. So Invisible Woman is counting Hitmonkey. That's insane. Obviously, she got buffed as well. You can hide like an Enchantress in there or whatever. Killmonger in there. Pretty interesting with Hazmat also, right? Do you guys think we can fit the Hazmat Luke Cage in instead of the Goose? What do we think? We'd have to get rid of the hood, which I don't like the look of. Invisible Woman Monkey is actually very nasty, yeah. I would play Hazmat if it wasn't so flipping easy to counter right now. Alright. Key on 1. Beautiful. Do we snap? We won't snap straight away just because I am lacking some other stuff to play. In fairness, Nebula down on the board we're not scared of course, because we have Killmonger. Also, Kitty's very good against it. I'll play the hood off to the right just in case they armor onto her. Hey, Makeup. 1 game played and Invisible Woman popped off. It gave our Hitmonkey a bunch more points. Let's get the Bishop down into Big House. We have no sign yet of Killmonger, so I don't want to snap. Shocker comes through and reduces the cost of 1 card in the hand. Maybe should have just gone left with Enchantress. The Moon Girl doesn't go through. Wasp lowers our stuff. Killmonger off the top is absolutely what we're looking for here. Beautiful. Now we find it. I wonder if we can snap. The other question is, do we play Sara? I actually quite like the sound of Goose instead. Maybe Goose, Hitmonkey, Kitty. I'm going to snap. I don't expect them to forfeit. I don't expect them to forfeit next turn either. Usually, of course, we'd really be wanting to play Sera here, but Goose on turn 5 gives us a different option. We've got to hope that Cyclops hits the hood, because the hood is going to be removed from this lane. So, our big decision really is where we play the Killmonger, either mid or right. It's Killmonger, Kitty, Demon. We have 1 energy spare. The Killmonger is all that matters, because then the Demon and the Kitty are going to have to go in different lanes. Unless we stack them both to the left, of course. Which we could. I actually almost am leaning towards... Nah. Let's just do this. This should just win. It's a lot of stats. Do we have enough to the left? No, it looks like a loss. Wow. It does look like a loss. I was wondering about playing the Kitty and the Demon to the left, but that also looks like it would have been a loss. But this was a win by a point! Oh my... Shit. Oh. I didn't see that one coming, I have to say. So far, I'm not too impressed with Sera Control. It's not performing as well as the data suggests that it should. Yeah, Luke Cage. It's true. Luke Cage would have done the job. Okay, so we can fill the raft up same time as them. Pretty good. I don't really want to hit monkey though. So do this. We'll just goose Wakandan Embassy. Of course, they get a zero cost card also, which they can slam under here, under the goose, which is concerning. Goose is a weird one, right? Could just be a Luke Cage. Ah! What? Is this good? Wait, these have 2 points because of Wakandan Embassy? Oh, that's good, baby. Thank you, Scarlet Witch. Oh, I love Scarlet Witch.
Victory.
Invisible Woman Goose, man. They just don't quite feel like they're that poggers, right? Then again, I've also said that Scarlet Witch is not that poggers. Scarlet Witch is starting to look a little bit better in this one, I have to say. But that's only because we've cut, like, flipping Shang-Chi. Controversial stuff. Does Okoye buff Mysterious Illusions? I guess it does. Not having Shang is making it harder to deal with the high evolutionary beef. Well, they don't tend to play a beefy card until turn 6. And then I'm just having to guess where it goes, right? It's a big part of the reason we decided to get rid of it. We'll just take the Killmonger. It's unlikely they play any 1-drops. They maybe play Nebula, but they missed it on 1, so it's unlikely to ever be played at this point. Wow. That's pretty good. Hitmonkey is, of course, going to count on... Oh, wait, there's a client to the right as well? I didn't even realise, bruv. I only noticed the one. Well, this is surely good. As the goose is keeping them in check. We can go Angela Kitty, I guess. Nice.
Victory.
"30 minutes away from Twitch Rivals watch party, ladies and gents." The biggest prize pool to date. And I didn't get invited. Feels good, man. I really love Twitch and all they do for me. I'm so grateful to be on this platform. Wankers! Yeah, I'll be watching it on stream. We'll take the Killmonger into Dark Dimension. Yeah, I'm re-streaming it. I think co-streaming, the word co-streaming suggests that they're giving me permission, which they haven't. But I know what the fuck I want, mate. I'm a bad boy. Nobody believes that, though. We can't actually play Sera this game, so perhaps we just take Enchantress to the right. I also quite would like to Bast, but I work for Twitch Rivals. Do you want to brank it? Yes, please. I love Twitch. We have Killmonger. The big question is do I actually have enough points mid? Oops, ordering. Hello. Now, what I said before, I take it back. That's very good for us. Thank you so much. The invisible woman off the top. How does it work with Dark Dimension? I'm just wondering, like, can I not play my demon to the right now? I don't know. I don't want to risk it. Kind of sad how many points I have to the right. I would love to be able to play my demon behind Invisible Woman, but I just don't know how it works with Dark Dimension. Wait! Is this actually a serious comment? This is really awkward if it is. Oh no. Thanks, mate. Ah! I was just slagging Twitch off and this guy's like, yeah, dude. No, thank you, thank you. I'm getting all red in the face. I'm just molding because I wasn't invited when I stream this flipping game all the time. But Twitch don't like me, it's fine. It's not like I've been on this platform for 5 years! That's fine. At least they're not charging me £80 for a ticket to the TwitchCon. I ain't going, bruv. I don't want to, like, I'm a bit scared of clicking a Dropbox folder, guys. Is a Dropbox folder safe to click? I'm not that familiar with the site. I'm assuming it's safe. End of game phase left to right? Yeah, that's also what I was under the impression of. Bruv, Taylor's here. Also, you can confirm I work for Twitch because of the wrench. That's actually true. This is very awkward, Taylor. Thank you so much, Taylor. So, guys, basically what's happened here, Taylor here has very kindly come into the chat. Don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with the people that work at Twitch. I'm just a bit miffed off at them recently. And I've then slagged Twitch off when he actually works at Twitch. A bit awkward. But thank you so much, mate. I appreciate you. I'm just miffed I didn't get invited to the biggest prize pool event in the game that I play every day, you get me? I still love you. Thank you, mate. I love you too. The bass is a bit awkward, innit? I don't really like the spot we're in so much. I'm just gonna go next, actually. Yeah, I've been playing Goose and Rogue and I feel like something's missing. Do you guys want to... Should we look at the Dropbox? It was posted publicly, so I can share it. Let's have a look. Uh-oh. Brand. I'm in trouble already. Creative direction. Celebrates the best of our creators by putting them head-to-head with rivals. Brand. Bring competition to life by being energetic and vibrant. Okay. I don't think you guys care about this. Let's see if there's anything interesting. Doesn't look like it. Like in terms of Snap specifically. Big up to Twitch Rivals for doing the event. Really awesome. I just wish that they were supporting more of the creators in general. This is like platform wide, right? Rather than inviting people that don't like stream the game, like support your flipping creators that stream the game all the time, please, Twitch, for the love of God. Just support your creators in general, right? That aren't the big ones. Like, that's it. There's just no support whatsoever. It's just a joke. I'm super fed up with them. Sorry to Taylor here, who caught the brunt of that. Bit awkward. Yeah, that's why I've asked them to cancel my partnership. I'm done. Just feel like, you know, kind of feel like I get taken advantage of otherwise. Specimen, use Colossus on Deep Space. Yeah, they invited 6 people, but it's like, what? Like, why? That's so dumb. Why not invite 12 people so then you can actually invite, like, specific creators that Twitch should be supporting, right? Like Harry. Like, it's absolutely pathetic. I'm sorry. It is absolutely ridiculous. It is just not on. It is absolutely not on. I think it's great they're doing the event. Really awesome. Big up. I'm very happy for everyone involved, but I think it's an absolute disgrace that that Twitch don't support their creators more. Of course, I'm upset personally that I'm not involved. Of course I am. I'd love to be. But I was not approached to cast, for example, to host when I have a CV involved in that. Harry wasn't invited to play when he streams to like 800 average viewers 7 days a week. Like, hello? They only invited Dara, Dexter, and Jeff from the Snap community. No, I mean, Jeff deserves to get invited. He's the biggest name in the category. Uglan definitely deserves to get invited. I'm just super fed up with Twitch, as you guys can tell. I've been fed up with them for a very long time anyway. I just feel like they offer no support. They take 50% of sub money, which I also think is a disgrace. The ads are terrible. There's not really much going for the platform at this point, apart from that it has the most viewers, right? Which is a big deal. Of course it is. I love Twitch. Yo, Harry, what's up? It's worse, mate. They only invited Nina and Jeff and no one else. They invited 6 people. Was it not, they invited Jeff Dexter, right? Wasn't it Dara that got invited over Nina? I don't know. Good to see you, Harry. Harry, did you just see that I was slagging off Twitch rivals when someone that actually works for them popped in? Someone was being very nice, and I guess we don't actually want to hit monkey the invisible woman lane here, right? Because I'm Mysterioing. I suppose we probably lose out on one Mysterio buff in this situation. The monkey comes through. Enchantress mid. My Mysterio will reveal on 6 though. Oh, thanks for the kitty pride, dude. Just tuned in to call the tail end of it. Yeah, not ideal. Never mind. What a top deck, eh? Or just snap to make them retreat easy. Nice.
Victory.
Who am I rooting for? I am rooting for Nina and Dara. For sure. I mean, they're my two, like, out of all the people that are participating, they're the 2 people that I know the best. I've met them both in person, right? So definitely them. Can I go watch Love Island? Nice one, Mika. Take care, mate. Alright, what a ham. We're going to snap on one. We have the kitty. Yeah, Nina and Dara should be favourites for the tournament. Most definitely. Harry, if you wanted to sit on a call at any point and join me, let me know. No pressure, though. I asked Moyan and he bloody told me no. He's already got a date for the evening. Klein with Strange Academy, bit of a weird one. I guess we go Hood over here because it's most likely deep space. We'll take Angela plus Kitty. The question is where. I think Angela over here makes the most sense. I'm a bit anxious about it though. Just gives me more turns to... I get like one extra turn to Kitty Pride it, for example, right? It's like, nice one. Good gym session, good man. I got back in the gym yesterday. I hadn't been going too much recently. I bloody loved it as well. Wave comes through. Pretty obnoxious play, I have to say. Better wave now than on 5 though. Kind of surprising they didn't go for wave on 5 really when you think about it. I actually don't really care that much about their play. I just slam Killmonger, right? Well, Killmonger left. They might try and like Pro X me to the right. Well, they can't Pro X me to the right. I guess Spidey to the left is the most obvious play. So then we're just going to be relying on our dudes. Okay, I wasn't expecting that one, I have to say. I wasn't expecting that. I'm feeling quite confident. I'm feeling pretty confident. They shockered something, so something's become cheaper. But I very much doubt they play Killmonger. We lose to Killmonger. Yeah, there it is.
Victory.
I didn't realize the Rivals gamers were also going to be streaming it, to be honest. That does make sense. That does make a lot of sense, though, that they would. Makes an incredible amount of sense. Maybe we won't watch the whole thing then, but we'll see. Just because it finishes at 2 AM. We'll see how much we're enjoying it. I was just expecting though, like, it was just gonna be Twitch rival streaming and then me chilling. But maybe, like, is there not like, yeah, there must be an official Twitch rival stream. There must be, because D-Money's doing it. We'll take the Goose and Snap. And then we can go Angela Kitty on 3. Did I wash my hands because he's Galactus? Nice. Pretty interesting that they also ended up with Angela mid. I wonder if we need to challenge it. I don't think we do, because Kitty Pride should just be bigger than Angela later on anyway. And we're just going to go for... Well, I was going to say we're going to go for our Bishop in Metropolis, but I'm absolutely not, am I? Doesn't work. But Kitty Pride should do the job for us in Metropolis. Oops, almost. Almost, ladies and gents. There we go, eventually. We want to play the hood. No! I still got it wrong. Right, I still got it wrong. There we go, puzzle completed. We want the hood, obviously, to buff the Angela. And then remove it. And then we want the Kitty Pride to buff the Angela and also not die. Although I guess the Killmonger with Asteroid M didn't end up actually... Well, I had to do it because of the Cosmo. But then I also just... Flip! There's a Cosmo. So after all that, I still got it wrong. Bollocks. Well, we'll Kitty here. Seems pretty smooth. Killmonger could be a problem though, innit? They could Killmonger mid, they can't Killmonger the right. I'm kind of regretting my life choices here. We're gonna have to see. Killmonger's a big issue, so I'm going first because of the tiebreaker. Hey, Feldy. Yeah. This Enchantress to the right's cost me. I should have gone Enchantress to the right instead of the left. But I didn't consider the Killmonger until too late. Oh. Oh. Yeah. I threw this game. GG though. Is it streamed on like Twitch Rivals? Is that how this works? It is. Oh, it's live, guys. Let's have it. Watch party time. YouTube, I'm going to end it there. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate you. If you guys want to continue the party, we're on my Twitch right now. It doesn't look like it's like the stream's live, but yeah. All right. Yeah, Invisible Woman mid also to protect it. I had so many lines. I just locked in my play too quickly. All right, YouTube, thanks so much. I appreciate you. If you guys want to watch Twitch Rivals with us, I am on twitch.tv/specimen right now.